study,
and play come together on a Windows 11 PC.
And for a limited time, college students get
The best of both worlds.
Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
All new drinks are now at McDonald's. With refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba. To crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine. Copyright 2026, The Coca-Cola Company. Sprite is a registered trademark of The Coca-Cola Company.
Your body isn't a problem to fix. It's a system to support. From PMS to pregnancy to menopause. Ollie's Women's Wellness line is built on real science for every stage. No guilt, no stigmas, just science-backed supplements that work with you, not against you. Choose science over shame. Find support at a retailer near you or on ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of Keep Watch Pass on the It's Not That Bad podcast channel. All right, we are continuing our familial run of Hollywood dynasties, and we're going to put a little Sheen on this one because we're talking about movies starring a Sheen, but not just any Sheen. We got to keep this within the family. So no Michael. Sorry, Carrie. No Michael Sheen.
I'm very disappointed.
I'm a little disappointed too. Listeners of this show on a regular basis know that we here stand the crap out of the TV show Staged, starring David Tennant and the one and only Michael Sheen. So you darn right. Somewhere down the road, we're just going to have to do an episode on movie starring Michael Sheen because it's Michael frickin' Sheen. But no, we're talking about the other Sheens this week, Martin, Charlie, and Emilio Estevez. So Carrie, going through this family's filmography, how often were you going, got it, watched it, need it, got it, watched it, didn't watch it? Like, it's a big name filmography from this family.
I think between, the three Sheens, well, two and Emilio.
Right. That sounds like a 90s sitcom. Two Sheens and an Estevez.
Right? It's like 2.5 Men.
Right?
Right?
But we have 2.5 Sheens here.
Which, yeah.
Not
Which
disparaging Emilio Estevez. We're having a little fun here.
Yeah. So does that make him the half man?
I'm not going to say that.
Oh, dear.
You can say that. You hear that, Emilio? You hear what she said about you?
We love Emilio.
See, now I just have these flashbacks now from Night at the Roxbury going, and I said to him, Emilio!
Oh, no. You're making it worse.
I'm totally making it worse. All right. So we're going 3 movies each deep. Keep, a watch, and a pass. The Keep is a movie that we hold in absolute high regard. The Watch is one that, you know what, even with commercials, I can deal. And the Pass is one that maybe not necessarily because of a Sheen, but it's because the movie just doesn't tickle our fancies. So, Carrie, why don't you tickle everyone else's fancy here and kick us off with your Keep pick.
Bueller. Of course I'm keeping Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Such a small role, but
because
so memorable.
Life is fast. And, if you don't stop, sometimes it just passes you by. Yeah, of course, Charlie Sheen had a very, very small part. Well, was it small? I don't know. He was in the police station and then later, dated.
Jennifer Grey's character, yeah.
Yeah,
Ferris's
Bueller's sister. So, yeah, there you go.
That's the thing. I think it's more so the prim, proper sister that Jennifer Grey was playing in comparison to like the leather jacket bad boy that Charlie Sheen was putting on. That just made that funnier. And it was like one of those fun little side plots that would just kind of, you were able to kind of sprinkle in throughout the movie a little bit. while, Matthew Broderick was off doing his thing with everybody else. It's those small roles that are sometimes just kind of fun. And I know he's done other cameos in a film that I'm surprised you didn't pick, but we'll talk about that if you didn't pick this film later on down the road. But yeah, anytime you get someone of that stature, and Charlie Sheen was making waves at that time when Ferris Bueller's Day Off came out, in just a small little role that adds a lot to it, go for it. Those are fun. Freaking love those. But for my keep pick, I'm going with a film starring Emilio. Sorry, I'll stop that now. I might not, but I'll stop it now. But I'm going with the sequel of the series that he was in, Young Guns 2. Because this was the freaking everything. Young Guns 2, I think, is proof that the sequel can be better than the original. Now, I'm not saying the original was bad. I'm just saying I preferred the sequel. Obviously, you got Kiefer Sutherland, you got Lou Diamond Phillips, like this almost like Brat Pack era kind of casting. William Peterson playing Pat Garrett, and covered this movie years ago on the show because for some reason it qualifies. But William Peterson, it's Pat Garrett. It's even better in hindsight, knowing that William Peterson would then go on to star in the original CSI TV series as the main guy. You go back, you watch him as Pat Garrett, it's like, damn. But also, 7 brilliant seconds on screen of John Bon Jovi. He climbed out of the pit. He got shot. He fell back into the pit. John Bon Jovi, everybody. So we were talking about cameos where it's like someone, a namer, is able to pop in, show up, and then disappear, and it makes the movie, like, that scene really good. This is a perfect example, especially the fact that John Bon Jovi did the soundtrack for this, including the song that everyone heard every time on the radio when this movie came out, Blaze of Glory. And now that song is stuck in your head. And I'm not sorry, because it's a good song. For my watch pick, I'm going with something a little bit funnier. I'm going with a parody film, but is also the second movie in the series. And to me, the better of the two films. But this one starred Charlie. I'm going with Hot Shots Part 2. Written and directed by Jim Abrams. Of course, if you know the Zucker films like Airplane back in the day, I mean, come on. But Charlie Sheen was at his absolute comedic best when he was in the Hot Shot series. Now, the first one, of course, it made fun of like Top Gun. And of course, there was also Iron Eagle out at the time. So it was making fun of those, Air Force, muy macho kind of movies. Hot Shots Part 2 took its sights right at Rambo and all of those, like going into the jungle to rescue the American POW kind of films, and just turned it on its head. Lloyd Bridges is freaking priceless in this movie. Valeria Golina is like so understated funny, but Charlie Sheen, this is, in my personal opinion, the funniest performance by Charlie Sheen on camera. I say on camera because some of his outside world antics also exist, winning. But Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2, but I'm watching Part 2. Go back and watch them. Some of the best parody films out there. All right, Carrie, over to you. Your watch pick.
I'm also watching a Charlie Sheen movie.
Okay.
And it's one where he plays the president in Machete Kills.
There it is. There's the movie I was surprised you didn't pick as your keep.
You knew.
I absolutely knew.
Well, I had to pick it.
All right. I should have put that on Polymarket and placed a $20 bet because I would have won.
Well, I bet you wouldn't know my runner-up.
Just trying to think right now. Would it be Men at Work?
No.
Okay.
It's not a Charlie movie.
No.
No.
Is it a Martin movie?
It is a Martin movie.
Ooh. Is it The American President?
No.
Because that film, I fought, not, picking that one because I love The American President. I thought that was a fantastic movie, but Martin's in my pass pick. So spoiler there.
Although how cool is it that they both got to play president?
Right? When is Emilio Estevez getting to play president?
I don't know. Let's make that happen.
Right? Someone, somewhere, soon, make a movie where someone has to play the president of the United States and you have to cast Emilio Estevez. We need the trifecta. The Sheen presidential trifecta needs to happen.
Vote for Emilio.
But no, Machete Kills. Oh, so good.
No, my runner-up, though, was when Martin played Uncle Ben in Spider-Man. I mean, tear my heart out. Tear my heart out. Like, he wasn't around for a long time.
No.
But he was there for a good time, enough to say, through great power comes great responsibility.
You know, it's really hard sometimes to nail these, these origin stories, right? Like the Tim Burton Batman film, I think, handled the Bruce Wayne origin story, the Batman origin story very well. The original Christopher Reeve first Superman film handled the Superman origin story perfectly. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man one, I think, absolutely handled Peter Parker's Spider-Man's origin story as well. I also can't think of that film and not hear in my head the Macho Man Randy Savage going, "Bonesaw is ready." And I just ruined my voice on that one. But no, like, this is, what's funny? Because remember how with my keep pick and my watch pick, I said the second film is better? I'm sorry. Spider-Man 2 is the best of that trilogy. But that doesn't take away from Martin Sheen in the first Spider-Man film, because that was also really good too. But Spider-Man 2 was the peak Tobey Maguire Spider-Man film. But that's just me.
Not the one where it was the 3 Spider-Men?
No.
Trading off?
No, I'm talking about the, Sam Raimi directed, Tobey Maguire only starring original trilogy. With Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. Arguably, I think, the best. I mean, and I say this of any Spider-Man film, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock was the best Spidey villain ever portrayed in a live action film. I would put my stamp of approval on that one. All right. So we had Charlie for your keep. We had Charlie for your watch. Your pass pick. Do we get the Charlie trifecta?
No, we don't. I am passing on a Martin Sheen movie.
Okay.
But I want to hear your pass. So I am passing to you.
Since I said I'm also passing on a Martin Sheen movie.
I have a feeling it's the same movie.
More than likely, because I could not stand the live action Spawn film.
Oh, not the same movie. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, well, let me go off here for a second then, since I already dropped mine here. No, the first Spawn film, I had such hope. And then the movie came out, and it is one of the worst egregious CGI nightmares out there. And part of the problem, probably the biggest problem, is that at the same time as this film hit theaters, HBO had their animated Spawn series, which even had an intro from Spawn creator Todd McFarlane himself. And it is so much darker and so much more what the comic books were. And yet this live action film. Now, Spawn actually looked pretty cool. John Leguizamo in this is Violator? No. Martin Sheen, what the hell were you doing in this film? You made choices with this character, and you took one of the darkest comic book characters and you turned it into a Saturday morning cartoon villain with this bad little villain growl and all that. And just no. Spawn fans, do yourself a favor. do like me. Pretend this film doesn't exist. You can keep the soundtrack all you want. Pretend this film doesn't exist. In fact, take the soundtrack from the movie and put it to the animated series. Get the best of both worlds, because that's Spawn. This movie is not. All right, now over to you. Your Martin Sheen pass pick.
I know you've talked about this movie before on It's Not That Bad, but I am passing on Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping. Yeah.
Oh my God, he was in that. I forget.
Well, Martin Sheen played himself.
I blanked that movie out of my head.
From Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I know. Poor Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
Like, I get The Lonely Island is so good at writing these really hilarious, funny songs. But like most things that end up on SNL, they're great in like 3 to 4 minute bits. Not as a full movie. Connor, for real? No. Just no. No. Can we just keep the scene with Seal?
Well, exactly, right? It made the Kevin Hart scene in Me Time even more funny because it was almost like a nod to the seal fighting a tiger, but he was like running away from a tiger.
But the worst part is the seal scene is the funniest part of the movie, and it's in the trailer. Like, you spoiled the funniest bit in the whole film. Andy, I thought better of you, Andy Samberg. I'm sorry. I'm 9-9's great. Lonely Island's good. This film, not everything can be a win. Not everything's a home run. So I get it. All right, Carrie. Let's remind our listeners what your keep, watch, and pass picks are for movies starring a Sheen.
I am keeping Ferris Bueller's Day Off with Charlie. I'm watching Machete Kills, where Charlie plays a president, and passing on Martin Sheen playing himself in Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping.
All right, I am keeping Young Guns 2 starring Emilio Estevez. Emilio! I am watching Hot Shots Part 2 with Charlie Sheen, and I am passing on the live-action Spawn movie starring Martin Sheen in a role that I just kind of shook my damn head. Carrie, thank you so much for this. And to you, our dear listeners, you know the drill. If there's a topic that you want us to cover on Keep Watch Pass or a movie that you want us to cover on It's Not That Bad, hit us up on social media at Not That Badcast or go to our website, notthatbadcast.com. And remember that come August, this very podcast celebrates 5 years. We're getting old, and we're going to celebrate with you. So be sure to tune in beginning of August for our very special 5-year anniversary grading on a curve. But until that time, she's Carrie, I'm Jay, you guys are awesome. This is Keep Watch Pass on the It's Not That Bad podcast channel and a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network. Take care.